Friday Night Baseball from the K. Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we begin our road trip with the first of three between the Oakland A's and the Kansas City Royals. Kansas City find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Jake Junis, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
At the plate, Coco Sullivan, and with numbers like those, he's putting himself in contention for some Rookie of the Year hardware if he can keep it up. Here comes the first pitch. First of three here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. There is Escobar, and the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
Nice piece of hitting right there. When you're facing a young blood on the mound, young starting pitcher, you want to get him into the stretch as quick as possible. You want to see how he handles the moment, see if maybe you can run on him. A lot of things going to open up with this next at bat.
Stepping up to the plate, Stephen Piscotty, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the American League in hitting.
Come on, Royals, let's go.
First pitch on its way, and a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
You know, Dero, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Throw over to the bag. Runners back.
Steal.
Runner goes for second. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And they keep rolling here. Their runners at the corners with still nobody out. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game, as he has been on fire this month.
He certainly has. He's seeing the ball so big, Matty. You see the confidence oozing off him in the box. He hasn't fished at anything in the last month or so. So I don't expect this to go away anytime soon.
In now, Marcus Semien, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Hit high and deep to right center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Here's Chris Davis now. First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer to the left side. To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 2 hits lead to a run here for Oakland. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The A's lead this one 1-0. Paul Blackburn is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. And we'll see if that starts in this one today.
And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a good curveball at the knees. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight, they've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone. A chance now from the K to have a look at the starting 9 for these Royals. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, Dero?
Yeah, Matty, the one thing that jumps out at me is the fact that this team just does not drive the baseball. Last in slugging percentage. You can chalk a little bit of it up to their ballpark, but the bottom line is this will eventually catch up with them. They have to work better counts and at least try to create some havoc offensively.
Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. And there are 2 away now.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
With Merrifield next to hit. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-1. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. And the 2-out hit extends the inning for Salvador Perez. So he's aboard here on the 2-out single, but overall this is one of the weaker offensive ball clubs around, at least in terms of team batting average. And that's not all that promising a number as they find themselves just 1 spot off the bottom in the American League. Digging in now for Kansas City, Salvador Perez. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First things first, here's a throw over. Just keeping him close. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
1-1. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
The 1-2. Tapped out in front of home. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Royals leave one. They still trail 1-0. Stepping in, Matt Olson, as he begins this one as the fourth leading hitter in the American League. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
You know, the old adage is you never throw a lefty down and in because their ability to turn and burn, and this pitcher's taking that to heart. He is throwing everything away right here.
The 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3.
So here's how the Kansas City Royals are positioned defensively. And I want to talk about shortstop Alcides Escobar. This guy's a premium defender. He's been that way his whole career. A former World Series champion. The ability to go up the middle and to the backhand with a strong arm.
Digging in, Boog Powell. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting 7, shortstop, Franklin Barreto.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto, who comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. This year against right-handed pitching, Barreto is hitting over 350, up in the high 300s.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
Cuthbert has it, and the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. A's are gone in order. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. In is Jorge Soler. Was an 0-for-4 effort for him in Wednesday's ball game.
Designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
First delivery to him on the way. Right over the middle, knee high. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Bouncer down the line. Sullivan is there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play D. The highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this one.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio. He was 1 for 4 back in Wednesday's contest. First pitch on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Popped up. Semien waits on it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Kessler Cuthbert.
So striding in, Chesler Cuthbert. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Here's the first pitch to him. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 home. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Cuthbert, a 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. KC down in order. It remains 1-0. So striding forward now, Bruce Maxwell, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Here comes the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Here's a drive out to left center field. He's around first, heading for 2. And he will get there as the A's have themselves a leadoff double.
This is the type of production they were expecting from this guy when he came to the majors a couple of years back. He looks really at ease at the plate, and that relaxed swing is getting some really good results. Good example on that double there. Always great to see a young player blossom.
Into the box now, Dustin Fowler. First shot for him here as he comes in currently leading the junior circuit in hitting. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. Bonifacio is right there, 1 down. And the runner not tagging will retreat to second base.
Now batting, third baseman, Coco Sullivan.
In now, Coco Sullivan. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Hey, Dero, there's a prime example of a little ambush piece, right? Come up there looking to hit right off the get-go. First pitch comes in, whack, base hit.
Yeah, you want to know if this guy was ready to go? He had a game plan. Hashtag ambush. Here we go now.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Boy, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Sullivan, base runner at first with 1 out. hit hard on the ground towards second. That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. Throw won't get him.
I think the whole ballpark knew he was going to go with the sinker right there to induce the double play. The only problem is he can't guarantee it's going to be hit right at one of his infielders. Tough luck.
Into the box, Marcus Semien as he rips it on the ground to second. Barehanded for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon.
Leading off for the Royals.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Two and one. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
3-1. Here it is. Liner towards second. And that is through into right field for a single.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8- and 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
First pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Nobody out, runner on first. Ripped down the first base line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance. And hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paulo Orlando 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hopped up. Olsen is there, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The shortstop, number 2, Alcides Escobar.
Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch, and it's fouled away. Gordon is off at first with 2 away. Before the 0-2, a look to first. And he's back standing. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. One left for Kansas City. They're down 2-0. Striding in, Chris Davis, as we begin the top of the fourth.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Orlando has it, and it's a quick out, number one.
Now batting.
And while we have a moment, here's a look at the Royals' Road to the Show report. Two guys there that this organization has to be happy about right now. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Merrifield brings it in. The flip from short right gets him, and there are two away.
Now batting.
Good range shown off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. He swings and lines it to left. And a dive in left, but he can't get it. It'll get by him toward the wall. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he will make it all the way to third now, as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
He's set. Here it comes. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Hit to short. Escobar fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. No damage done after the 2-out triple. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. With Merrifield next to hit. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Maxwell recovers, and he makes the throw to first. Merrifield retired, and there's one away. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Now the pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Shot toward right center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
In is Jorge Soler, and he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 7 home runs for him on the year now, as the Royals have climbed back to tie things at 2.
Well, this is something you don't see every day. It had the distance the second it left the bat, but it was anybody's guess whether it was going to be fair or foul. That is, until it clanked off the top of the foul pole. No question or controversy now. That's an impressive homer.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Still only 1 out in the inning. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Grounded to short. Barreto fields cleanly, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, third baseman, Kessler Cuthbert.
Now to the plate, Chesler Cuthbert. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. Start off the fifth in this one.
Number 13, Bruce Maxwell.
First pitch coming. Here it is. There for it, Escobar. Fielded cleanly. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
Into the box, Dustin Fowler comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit hard. Foul. Now he'll try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. In the dirt, but it's swung on for the third strike.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Into the box now, Coco Sullivan, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Come on, Royals, let's go.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Kansas City in just a moment. Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. He'll start things out in the home half of inning number 5.
Alex Gordon.
First pitch on its way. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is going to get foul. Ready with the 0-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Simeon's there. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The batter, first baseman, Michael King.
Coming to the plate now, Michael King. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a strike.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And the changeup is way low that time. the 2-1. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a 1-out single. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Athletics are challenging.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty. And that'll bring up the Brazilian-born Paulo Orlando. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Heading out towards shallow right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Royals go down 1, 2, 3 through 5, all even at 2-2. Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. A couple of singles to his credit thus far.
Stephen Piscotty.
First offering on its way. Pitch popped up. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Standing in now, Marcus Semien, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. Piscotty is on his way home. He will score, as it's now a 3-2 ball game.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double to drive in another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Here's Chris Davis now. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. He's in at second safely, as a run will score on the play as well.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Brian Flynn takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. Matt Olson connects for a 2-run home run. Number 18 for him on the campaign, as they open it up to 6-2 now.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
The right fielder, number 3.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. Grounded down the third baseline. And there's one down now.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Franklin Barreto.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Line to the right side. Oh, but a super diving catch takes away a hit.
The catcher.
And certainly worth the second look here, as we've got our camera locked in on him from the beginning of the play, and you can see him stretch out as far as he can to pull this one in. Nice play. In now, Bruce Maxwell. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out old ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Fouled away. Four runs here in this half inning. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. So they nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate and they push across 4 runs. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the A's 6 and the Royals 2. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. And at this point in the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Down the third baseline. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1 and 2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Stepping in now, Whit Merrifield. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 1-0. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball. 1-1. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the 2nd out of the inning.
The catcher, number 13, Salvador Perez.
Now at the plate, Salvador Perez, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Softly on a line to third, but an easy play over at third, and that'll be that. KC down in order. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Back here at Kauffman Stadium here in Kansas City. The A's are on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's take a look at our game summary to this point. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Coco Sullivan. He's been great lately, and it's resulted in his being awarded with the American League Rookie of the Month award. Here's a high pop-up. Merrifield is under it. 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Now the A's designated hitter, Stephen Piscotty. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Another base hit. How about the game he's putting together? Now 4 for 4 in this one. So that's their 12th hit of the ball game so far. And although this isn't a stat that's referred to all that often, we'll take a look at the season-long total for hits by a team. And in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Marcus Semien. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Soft liner to the left side. And that'll get down for a base hit.
That's the name of the game right there, boys. Get on base any way possible. They're not all going to be beauties, but that one falls in front of the left fielder for a base hit.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Chris Davis.
Let's do it, KC.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch is chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Hit hard to short. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
Boy, you know, D-Row, every pitcher loves that. Shortstop does a great job just to knock that ball down to keep it from the outfield, to keep that runner from advancing all the way to home.
Yeah, and as a former middle infielder, Dan, we love this stuff. This is what gets you jacked up, trying to save runs for your pitcher, give you another chance to execute and get us out of this inning.
First offering on its way. Bat explodes as this is on the ground to third. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Now batting, right fielder.
So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. Hit hard to third. And a wide throw, but a great job there to keep his foot on the bag, and that fine play will end the inning. A's have to settle for just the 1. Getting late. Stretch time now in Kansas City. Oakland is on top in this one, In is Jorge Soler.
Leading off for the Royals.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
Textbook pitching performance so far in this one as we move into the later innings. First pitch strikes, how about over 90%? That's about as good as it gets.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And that'll bring up Jorge Bonifacio as he'll take a look at ball one. No hits to this point. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Hey, that's another nice two-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
So 1-1. Strike two swinging. 2 runs, 4 hits, 1 error so far for Kansas City. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's back-to-back punch-outs, and he's really starting to rack them up now, guys. I've got 8 strikeouts in my scorebook for him now, so he's got good stuff.
Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Up top, it's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now the 2-1. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Another try at 2-2. Changeup stayed low that time for ball 3. Alex Gordon would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from Kauffman Stadium right after a quick break. Seth Maness has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
63. Seth Maness.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He'll start things out for us here in inning number 8.
Franklin Barreto.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So their half of the 8th opens with a man aboard.
Lawn darts and hand grenades right there. Mixing in some knocks the unlikely way.
Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. And he puts it on the ground to second. Throw, got him, and that's a gorgeous play.
Now batting, center fielder, Dustin Fowler.
Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Now the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 home. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In comes Bonifacio. Lays out, and he's got it. A great play for route number 2.
I suppose this is why you usually have the best defensive outfielder in center field. He got a good read on it, charges in hard, and made a fabulous grab. Look for that one to make the highlight reels later on.
Into the box, Coco Sullivan. Smoked on the ground up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. On to second, but he's in safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Stephen.
Striding forward now is the DH, Stephen Piscotty. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. He's set, and the pitch. On the ground to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the A's get a run on this RBI double. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's the A's 8 and the Royals 2. Ryan Butcher is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 52, Ryan Butcher.
Striding into the box, Alex Gordon. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Left fielder, Alex Gordon.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. One and two. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and Gordon's down on strikes for out number 1. And there are the final numbers for the Oakland starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Michael King.
Now at the plate, Michael King. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Buchter is a guy known for his lights out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Paulo Orlando will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch on its way. Up around the face.
1 ball, no strikes.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Swings through it for strike number 2.
I'll tell you, if I'm pitching right now, I'm not throwing anything near the strike zone until these guys prove they can lay off it. They're just being way too aggressive.
The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3. Royals go down 1-2-3. Still 8-2. Back now from Kansas City, Missouri, as we get set to begin the top of the 9th inning in this one. Striding in for Oakland, Marcus Semien, 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
Marcus Semien.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes this the other way to right. Orlando is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Here's Chris Davis now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
The 1-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
1 out, nobody on. Bullet back up the middle. Bonifacio is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Giving chase is Bonifacio. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. But no matter, they lead it 8-2. Here's Alcides Escobar, the shortstop. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And the pitch. Line to the right side. Foul is there, and he's got that all-important first out here to start the ninth.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
With Merrifield next to hit. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Here's the 1-0. And that one just missed outside.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you could bet he's not going to hold back.
Ball 3 as he misses low with it here. Due up next is Salvador Perez. Here it is, the 3-0. Is looked at for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. To short. Throw on to first is going to take care of him as the Royals are now down to their last chance now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a high fastball for a strike. 2 out, nobody on. And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here. And with that, this one is over.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
8-2 tonight's final. The A's rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Paul Blackburn earns his first win of the season. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics. 8 runs on 16 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For Kansas City, 2 runs on 4 hits. 1 error. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 14 minutes.